have 2 point. Dear friends, as I told you, all this will be just deserts outside capital. And 1960, this started to extend this part. So it totally occupied by some military buildings, some security buildings, governmental buildings. We started many years ago, more than 20 years, to build new cities in the desert outside. One of them just started to our president Sisi, General Sisi nowadays, to build a new capital for Egypt. It's about 100 kilometers to the north of modern Cairo. And from the beginning of this year, 2024, he started to move all the ministers, all the governmental buildings outside, and he extended like a light train to be there in about 20 minutes and then back again to Cairo. So all this area, no houses here, just some governmental buildings, some ministers, some military academy. On the right, this will be military academy and military stadium. And later you will see the houses or the buildings of the people coming later. So I think, dear friends, today we have this chance to compare between this part and then the downtown for the old Khan al-Khalili Bazaar, then to Tahrir Square, where the museum is located in the heart of Cairo, and then you'll see the oldest part, of course, the pyramids. So this will be from the modern to the oldest. This will be like a mixed history of Cairo. Working with some guests from Hurghada or Sharm el-Sheikh, of course it's like today a different day for you. No beaches, no sandy beaches, no swimming, diving. This is not today. Everything here, you would like to swim or dive just in the pyramids. So this will be a time for a change today. I hope it will be easy and a good experience with good impression. I try to keep this impression because I think people are coming for the first time. So I will try to keep this good impression everywhere. Also, dear friends, in the museum you will see the mummies. So if you are of these people who are don't like to see the mummies or dead bodies, of course you can keep away. But it's like every day I say we have bad reputation for these movies in Hollywood with the mummies running behind the people, they are killing the people. You'll see today the mummies in the museum will be very cute, peacefully sleeping mummies, sleeping. They are not died. So you will see two of these for a king and a queen, for the grandparents of Tutankhamun, Yoya and Toya. This will be the remaining complete mummies in the old museum, because just after COVID-19 we moved 22 mummies to the new museum, and this will be a famous celebration. We started to have some attraction after
the blockage and after the COVID-19, and this will be a good idea to move the mummies of King Ramses, Queen Hatshepsut, and the famous kings of Egypt when in a famous parade or procession crossing the street of Cairo, and this will be in the new museum. But we still have two mummies, perfect for the grandparents of Tutankhamen, Yoya and Toya, and you'll see their perfect bodies as if they are still sleeping there. But of course, we are different of psychology. I think the last month I have a group from Canada. The grandmom was afraid to see the mummy, while the kids were happy for the mummy. So always you are dealing with different people from different cultures. So there I'm going to tell you before being beside the mummy, please, if you are scared, you can keep away from the mummy. Now we started this part for the houses of the people, building of the people here. And we are going to stop in the front of the oldest part in this new Cairo, known as the Baron Palace. Baron Empia, he was a French nobleman in the 19th century. He was living here, and he decided to build his house, his palace outside in the desert in this time. And because his beloved lady was from Indian origin, so he decided to build this palace and even the decoration and furniture in. So we'll stop just to get some picture from the car, and this will be on the left hand side. I'm going to do that. As we are approaching the downtown or Old Cairo, we started this street will be narrow, and even the buildings will be historical buildings on the two sides. I'd like to tell you, my friends, this will be your water and drinks. It's like for free all the day, especially in the afternoon, because it like sometimes it will be sunny and hot in the pyramids. So please, at any time, this will be for you. All water cans, at any time you can get. Yes, here it's like a small fridge, and this will be for you all the day. you can see we are in the border of the Islamic Cairo. This will be the capital from the Muslim time, from 641 when Islam, the Arab Muslim, came from Arabia. And from this time, Egypt started to be a Muslim country, with the majority to be 90% of the people here to be Muslim, Sunni Muslim, and 10% will be Christians. But of course, we are equal in all rights. We have a freedom of religion here in Egypt. And please, from the next bridge, look at the left-hand side. You will see what is known as City of Dead. City of Dead. This will be the necropolis, or the graveyard of the Muslim rulers in Egypt. And this will be just, we are warming up for our history, and this will be 1,000 years ago. Them covering a grave or a tomb for one of the Muslim rulers in this time. Please, this will be City of Dead, or the Muslim graveyard. So this will be the domes, not necessary to be like a mosque, but to cover a tomb of one of these Muslim rulers in Muslim time. And there you are going to see, this is the mountain of limestone, which I'm going to tell you in the afternoon. This will be the main source of limestone, which was used for the building of the pyramids. So we are in the eastern side, and the pyramid will be in the western of River Nile, western side. So how they are going to move the blocks from here and use there for the building, this will be have a long story and a lot of speech we are going to share together in the afternoon in the pyramid area. Founded about 1,080 years ago. We'll stop here for about 1 hour, walking around to see this open museum of many of these Muslim architecture, and then we are going to have, if you'd like to drink coffee or tea before leaving to the museum. This will be like Oriental coffee shop. We'll be there for about 30 minutes also. So we are leaving at 8, driving for some time to the museum to be there at 8:30. Shopping here. All this will open, and this will be so, it's like maze of the streets. We'll be there on the other side. So the difference, inside Can al-Khalili we have this famous place known as Mu'izz Street. Mu'izz is this Muslim king who came from Tunisia in North Africa, and he turned Egypt into a Muslim time. From here, for about 1 hour, it's like 3 kilometers to the other side of the city. All this will be like open museum like this. We have mosques, we have these schools for the Muslim traditions. All the street known as Mu'izz Street. So we have Can al-Khalili as a market, and Mu'izz Street as an open museum for the Muslim architecture for about 3 kilometers to the other side of the city. We'll walk for some time. Al-Hussein was the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, Prophet of Islam, who was killed in Iraq, and then his body was moved to Egypt, where he was buried here. It was attractive, a place of attraction for the Muslim everywhere, Shiite or Sunnite. So this will be, just I'd like to tell you something, maybe something abnormal. You can imagine how this place will be so crowded. It's like a market. Sometimes we are waiting for more than 15 minutes to find. Yes. Crystal for this decoration, for these gifts, for these weapons out of gold or silver. We have many museums inside. Maybe next time in your plan you can spend 1 or 2 days in Cairo to enjoy
everything in Cairo. Defeated or vanished by one of the sons of Israel, so he decided to kill all the boys of Israel in this time, and one of them will be Jesus Christ. So Lord ordered Virgin Mary to leave and fled to Egypt, where they spent 3 years. 3 months of them will be on all the Cairo. So dear friends, imagine you are in a cave under the ground and you are going to follow the steps of Virgin Mary. This will be like cave under the ground in one of the churches, one of the 7 churches of all the Cairo. So all of this will be like from the 5th century. So you can imagine this deep history of Christianity in Egypt. Also, don't forget, Moses was living in Egypt for about 40 years. So Moses also, we have a story for Moses in Old Cairo, and we have one of these synagogues, one of these Jewish temple, one of the oldest in the world in Old Cairo. Also, we have many of these famous mosques, like Mosque of Muhammad Ali, which is the only one which is designed after Hagia Sophia of Istanbul, or Sultan Ahmed in the Blue Mosque of Istanbul. We have a copy here in Egypt. So always I work here as a tour guide for three days to see more pyramids, more landmarks in Cairo. Revolution of Arab Spring at 2011, and this obelisk in the middle will be the obelisk of King Ramses. This obelisk in the middle on the left hand side of your car, this will be the obelisk of King Ramses. And these statues were brought from Karnak temple in the form of Sphinx statues from Karnak. It's my city where I was born. Yeah, so this will be the center of Cairo, known as Tahrir or Liberation Square. And this will be the Egyptian Museum. This pink building, this will be our first stop there in Cairo. We'll be there after U-turn to be inside the garden. We'll enjoy about 2 hours in this building.
I'm sorry, I